Many people adore Halloween's spooky atmosphere, delicious candies, and creative costumes. But let's test your knowledge about this holiday. Comment below how many of these facts you already knew. Black cats have been linked to bad luck for a long time, and this association persists. The superstition dates back to the 13th century. Black cats have also been a staple of Halloween imagery alongside pumpkins, ghosts, witches, and skeletons. This is why some shelters refuse to allow adoptions of black cats during Halloween. They fear these animals will be treated as props during the holiday and discarded once the season ends. This sad reality makes you wonder why people associate the colors black and orange with Halloween. Most pumpkins are orange, but there are other reasons too. Orange symbolizes the autumn harvest, while black represents darkness. This is a reminder that Halloween was once a festival that focused on the boundary between life and the afterlife. Halloween's origins go back over 2,000 years. It stems from a festival called Samhain, which means summer's end. The feast is celebrated around the first day of November to acknowledge the end of the fall harvest. People believed that the boundary between the world of the living and the realm of spirits was at its thinnest at this time. This is where the essence of Halloween originates. Some people associate Halloween with the Dia de Muertos, Day of the Dead, a Mexican holiday that dates back over 3,000 years. It is a day to remember and honor loved ones who have passed on. People in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and northern France used to ward off spirits by building bonfires. They also wore costumes to trick spirits. Speaking of tricks, trick-or-treating has a long history. This tradition dates back to medieval times, where it was known as guising in Scotland and Ireland. Young people wearing costumes went door to door seeking food or money in exchange for singing songs, reciting poems, or performing other tricks. So how did this festival full of rituals become popular throughout the world? Immigrants played a significant role in popularizing the holiday in the United States. For instance, when the Irish arrived in the country in the 1840s, they brought their Halloween traditions with them. The Irish also introduced us to jack-o'-lanterns. Legend has it that an Irishman named Stingy Jack tricked the devil, resulting in his being trapped between two worlds. He spent his days wandering the earth carrying a lantern. Of course, this is a myth, and the reality is more practical. Metal lanterns were quite expensive, so people carved root vegetables. Over time, they started carving faces and designs to allow light to shine through without exhausting the embers. It's also hypothesized that in 17th century Britain, it was common to refer to a person whose name you didn't know as Jack. For example, a night watchman might be known as Jack of the Lantern. There are dozens of variations of the jack-o'-lantern tale, each with a different storyline. Feel free to choose the one you believe. The largest number of lit jack-o'-lanterns on display was 30,581. This record was achieved by the city of Keene, USA, in 2013. Keene was the original record holder in this category, but it has been broken 8 times since the initial attempt. They are certainly passionate about jack-o'-lanterns in the US. US consumers spent about $9 billion on Halloween in 2019. Most Americans buy candy, decorations, and costumes, but the first prize undoubtedly goes to sweets. When it comes to costumes, there are endless possibilities, from store-bought classics to last-minute DIY outfits. A study revealed that the witch costume was the most popular choice among adults in 2021. What's your go-to costume? When you see Halloween decorations, you're likely to notice depictions of a full moon. Interestingly, a full moon on Halloween only occurs 3 or 4 times per century on average. The moon is full on Halloween every 19 years. The last time it was seen was in 2020. Now that you know this, you can start the countdown for the next one. Did you know pumpkins are a fruit, not a vegetable? Basically, anything that grows from a flower is technically a fruit. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, people carved turnips instead of pumpkins. They carved frightening expressions on turnips and sometimes beets and potatoes. Halloween itself has spread across the world. Irish traditional Halloween bread, known as Barmbrack or simply Brack, joined along the way. It's a sweet loaf with dark and golden raisins. People used to hide small toys or rings in this bread. They believed whoever found the item would have good fortune in the following year. However, you might want to be careful eating this bread if you don't plan on seeing your dentist soon. If you're looking for various types of pumpkins, Illinois is the place you need. It produces up to 5 times more pumpkins compared to other states. Illinois farms grow over 500 million pounds of pumpkins every year. Let's assume you have your pumpkin. How fast can you carve it? Well, the fastest pumpkin carving took only 6.5 seconds. Stephen Clark holds this record. He carved his lantern in October 2013. To participate in the competition, the jack-o'-lantern needed a complete face with eyes, nose, mouth, and ears. Clark nailed it. Some people adore it while others despise it. I'm talking about candy corn. It has become a traditional go-to candy to offer when someone knocks on your door. It was originally called chicken feed. The company used to sell the treat in boxes featuring a rooster on the cover, referencing America's agricultural roots. The sugary recipe hasn't changed much since the 1880s, but the packaging has. While most people enjoy the spooky spirit of Halloween, some dislike it for a serious reason. It's called Samhainophobia, the fear of Halloween. Not many people send postcards these days, but they were popular in the past. From 1905 to 1920, over 3,000 Halloween postcards were mass-produced. Then, the telephone became the preferred method of communication. Halloween is often a big event in certain American communities and neighborhoods. During Halloween, neighborhoods often hold contests for the best decorated house and the most creative and spooky decorations. The next fact is about pumpkin spice latte, a cup of joy made up of espresso blended with traditional spice flavors: cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. You add steamed milk and top it with whipped cream and pumpkin pie spice. It's most commonly associated with Starbucks. The company first sold the drink in the fall of 2003. Despite its spooky vibes, Halloween was once about finding true love. I know this prize is taken by Valentine's Day these days, but there was a time when Halloween was associated with courtship. There was a game where a woman peeled an apple and tossed the peel over her shoulder. The way the peel landed was believed to indicate the initials of the woman's future love. Now eat, drink, and be scary this year too. Ah, don't worry, it's not Halloween. She just saw her phone bill. That's it for today. So, hey, if you've satisfied your curiosity, give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or, if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.